welcome or welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer, and today I'm going to be talking about a book I just finished this morning before I get dressed and go spend my last day in Bermuda. I wanted to finish this book. Plus, it helps that the shops don't open till 9, so I had plenty of time. But I finally read No Tomorrow by Karen Cole. This is the Mystic book box edition. So this is a second chance, not even second chance. I guess it could be a second chance, but this is a Rockstar romance that features a single parent and lots of angst in here. So our heroine, she is like kind of happy-go-lucky. She's very innocent, a little bit naive, but she takes everything not harshly, but maybe with a blinded eye, I should say. So she happens to see a homeless guy playing in the park one day, and she is intrigued by him. So as the days continue, she keeps seeing him, and she feels this very big attraction to him. And you kind of see it from both ways. He, on the other hand, is homeless. He is a musician, and he has an adorable dog called Acorn. And him and Acorn have been traveling for 2 years, just going park from park across the country. And he and her have this, like, not a fling, but this, like, very weird and spontaneous romance together. Her being from a very stable environment and him being homeless. And there are times when, like, he doesn't want to actually go to her house, so she'll sleep where he sleeps, and that's like in a shed. So she'll sleep in the shed with him because she's falling in love with him. She's falling this like really big attraction. So things happen, and their romance becomes like super real. And she starts noticing that he has this like weird mood swings. But like she doesn't pick up on it like a lot, but she does notice it. And he has frequent headaches, like really bad headaches. And once they start getting their life together, as in like she wanting him to move in with her, things become a little too real for him, and he abandons her and his dog. He says, "Hey, I want you to take care of my dog, and also I'm just going for a walk. I'm not walking away from you, but I just want you to be patient with me, and I will promise you every tomorrow." Well, that's his like signature. Every tomorrow will be with her and him. And I think that's what's called No Tomorrow, because there wasn't a tomorrow for a while. So we fast forward and we find out that like she's pregnant, and she can't tell him, obviously, because she doesn't know how to get in contact with him because he left, and plus he was homeless. And then I think 5 years later, she finds out that he is a rock star now, and that he has made it, but he's never got in contact with her. So there's that. There have been times when sporadically that, because they live in the same area, she stays in the same area, that he'll leave notes on her car to let her know that he's been thinking about her, and that he promises her every tomorrow once he finds himself again. But again, it's been years and it never happens. I don't want to ruin this, but this happens over a period of time, and I mean like almost a decade, and they're apart more than they are together. And this is from her point of view most of the time, like 98% of the time is from her point of view. And as we start getting into the later chapters, there are slightly smaller chapters of his point of view, but you won't know it until you actually read the chapter, because it doesn't say like, oh, it's him, Blue. But you'll get the sense when certain scenarios start happening in the chapter. This does deal with mental health and ideations and also drug abuse, because he is a lost soul and he is not handling certain things well. And you find out at the towards the end that it's all having to do with mental health. And a lot of things that happen in the beginning don't make sense because of his mental health. You find out I found out like a lot. I was just like, wow, all of that wasn't real. Wow. I was not prepared for that. But this is really good. It ends in HEA. So everything turns out well. And it seems like he is a good father once everything comes down to it. It's just him needing to be himself and also wanting to get help, because at first it's like it's like how all addicts who are in recovery go through. They'll go well for a while, and then something happens that they get stressed or something triggers, and then they just fall back into old habits. And it takes something very significant happening where they hit rock bottom for the final time, and it's the very bottom, and they finally see themselves and want to be better and all that kind of stuff. It's just on them. And she's very patient. I probably wouldn't have done a lot of what she did because of love, but she's super patient. I think of her as the doormat because she, after being with him, that's the only man she's been with intimately. And this book is over a decade. So for a decade, she hadn't had sex. That's crazy, all because of one man. And yeah, that's a lot. And even on his side, his time away from her, he didn't do anything with any woman at all until something happens and he does it once and then never does it again. But like I said, this does end in an HEA, and this does have the I'm not gonna say the Cinderella syndrome or the Snow White syndrome, but she's very naive and very innocent, and I truly wish she was had a little bit more backbone with some of the things that he put her through, especially with the drug stuff. But they had their HEA, and I'm glad that he finally got helped. But I think I'll give this a 3.75 to 4 as a rating. And then the spice is a 2. But I did enjoy reading it. And I did cry a couple of times. Oh my gosh. There is a part, and it's a huge part, it's a chapter. And it talks about how their dog is getting put down because he has cancer. And I was bawling. Yeah, it was bad. I was crying. I had to go to the restroom and get some tissues and blow my nose. It was bad. yeah, that got me. But everything else, like I said, I cried a little bit when a certain situation happened because of a imaginary bird, and you'll find out about that if you read it. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoy this review. I hope I didn't spoil it that much from you all. But my name is Lady Lauren Explorer. I post a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Sunday. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye!